Okay, let's start our practice. Please find a comfortable and relaxed posture. Keep your back straight as much as you can. And gently close your eyes. Take a few deep, long breaths, few times. Let's do a short body scan. And closely bring your attention to your body. And observe each part of your body. And see how they relax. And slowly observe your posture. You are sitting on the cushion or chair. It is your comfort zone. And relax your whole body. And relax your mind. And gently listening to the sound of the singing bowl. Now with your peaceful mind, let's practice self-love. Try to be a loving and kind person to yourself. Think, may I learn to forgive and accept myself. May I be well in mind and body. May I be free from mental and physical suffering. May I learn to care for myself with joy and ease. Repeat these words to yourself. At the same time, feel the meaning, feel the energy of these words. While you are practicing self-love, feel yourself as your best friend. You are the best friend of yourself. As a best friend, you always want to take care of yourself mentally and physically. May I be well. May I be happy. May I be peaceful. If you really love yourself, you're never going to hurt anyone. You know how important this life. You know how precious this human life. You always want to take care of others, do something good for others. It is very beautiful. So now slowly think about your loved ones. Imagine their faces individually. Maybe they are not close to you, but always we can connect to heart to heart. May my loved ones be filled with loving kindness. May not any difficulties, dangerous come to them. May they be free from mental and physical suffering. May they be strong and healthy, mentally and physically. Also, if you want to think about someone especially, you can imagine that person's face and send your kind thoughts. Now think, may all the living beings be well, be happy, be peaceful. Send your loving thoughts without any discrimination. Loving kindness practice is our forgiveness practice. That we all know, if we forgive someone, it means we are creating another beautiful space in your heart. No more anger, hatred, frustrations. Now it is time to think about your difficult ones if you have. If you have someone in your life, think about your difficult people without any anger thoughts. Think, may my difficult people be well, be happy, be peaceful. May they be able to find noble friends and guidance. Now, with your loving and motivational thoughts, slowly focus on your breathing process. Take a few deep, long breaths and gently bring your attention to your tip of your nose. Then you can feel your inner and outer breath and just allows your body to breathe naturally. If you pay attention closely, you can see your natural breathing process, inner and outer breath. Focus on that and concentrate your mind. Enjoy this present moment with focusing on your breathing process. If you are having thoughts, just know you are having thoughts. That's the nature of our mind. We can't stop having thoughts. And just know you are having thoughts. And come back to your breathing process. While you are breathing, you can see long breath in and out, short breath in and out. If you see long breath, think I am having long breath. If you see short breath, think I am having short breath. In this moment, we are observing our inner and outer breath. As a healthy person, we are having more than 24,000 breaths per day. But in this moment, you are focusing on your breath. That we all know, whenever we are having a tough time, there's a one exercise that we all do. Usually we take a moment, take a break, and we are taking few deep, long breaths. That short exercise can completely change your moment. Main tool is always with you. That's your breath. This breath is teaching us a beautiful many lessons. There's a one lesson is stay focused. And also it is teaching us to think about awareness. And also there's a different meaning for mindfulness. We call introspection practice. That we all know, while we are practicing our breathing meditation, many thousands of thoughts arising, remaining and disappearing. We know we can't stop having thoughts. But as a mindfulness practitioner, we are learning to observe your thoughts, the roots of your thoughts. Then you can learn how to manage those thoughts. That's why we call introspection practice. Please bring your hands together in front of your heart and closely observe your inner world, your inside. Try to see the nature of your mind. You can see your wonderful qualities, your spiritual qualities, your good mind. Be grateful for your good mind, your good qualities. Try to develop them each moment, each day. Same time, you can see your unskillful mind that we all have. No need to worry. Understanding is the most important thing. It means you can fix your mind. This practice will help you to develop your inner world, your good thoughts, and make a strong determination to apply this practice to your daily life. May peace be with you, may all the living beings be well, be happy, be peaceful. Thank you so much. Okay, please chant together, page number 4. Namo tassa bhagavato අරහතෝ සම්මා සම්බුද්දස්ස නමෝ තස්ස භගවතෝ අරහතෝ සම්මා සම්බුද්දස්ස නමෝ තස්ස භගවතෝ අරහතෝ සම්මා බුද්ධං සරණං ගච්ඡාමි ධම්මං සරණං ගච්ඡාමි සංඝං සරණං ගච්ඡාමි ဒုတိယံ පි බුද්ධං සරණං ගච්ඡාමි ဒုတိယံ පි ධම්මං සරණං ගච්ඡාමි ဒုတိယံ පි සංඝං තතියම්පි බුද්ධං සරණං ගච්ඡාමි තතියම්පි ධම්මං සරණං තතියම්පි සංඝං සරණං ගච්ඡාමි අනිච්චවත සංඛාරා උපාද වය ධම්මිනෝ උපාජ්ජිත්වා නිරුච්ඡන්ති තේසං වූප සමෝ සුඛෝ සබ්බේ සත්තා අවේරා හොන්තු සබ්බේ සත්තා අභ්‍යා සබ්බේ සත්තා අනේඝා හොන්තු සබ්බේ සත්තා සුඛී අත්තානම් පරිහරන්තු මනෝ පුබ්බංගමා ධම්මා මනෝ සෙට්ටා මනෝමයා මනසාචේ පදුට්ඨේන වාසතිවා කරෝතිවා තතෝනං දුක්ඛ මන්වේති චක්ඛං වහතෝ පදං මනෝ පුබ්බංගමා ධම්මා මනෝ සෙට්ටා මනෝමයා සාචේ පසන්නේන භාසතිවා කරෝතිවා තතෝනං සුඛ මන්වේති ඡායාව අනපායිනී. Mind is the forerunner of all states. Mind is chief. One should either speak where. This is the wheel, follow the axis of. Mind is the forerunner of all states. Mind is chief. Mind made are there. If with a clear and confident mind. We believe speak generously, act generously. We believe generosity, heart of practice. Accepting, forgiving. We believe extending generosity to ourselves and others, act of healing division, bringing joy. My wish, may I become at all times, both now and forever, a protector for those without protection, a guide for those who have lost them, a sheep for those with an ocean to cross, sanctuary for those in danger, a lamp for those without light, place of refuge for those lack shelter, and a servant to all in need. By means of this meritorious deed, may I never join with the unwise, only the wise, only the dumb. Okay, good morning everyone. How are you? It's so happy to see you all. Thanks so much for being here. And maybe you remember a week ago I was sharing with you one of my first talk. It's about anger. And today I was thinking, I was having a different topic then, but I was thinking to talk about difficult people. And because maybe you are having difficult people in your life, do you? That's me? Yes, and maybe. Thank you for being honest. Yeah, I know maybe I have met many people in my life, and but the thing is, I came to the temple to become monk when I was 9, 2001. Then I became monk 2002, and since that day, I never had any difficult one in my life. But when I was a little monk, as a little boy, sometimes we are fighting, and as a little monk, we fight with some other monks. But as kids, I do remember in my temple, it is a training school, and now more than 150 monks is studying there. And in my temple, many monks came to study from different countries. We had monks from Bhutan, Tibet, and Burma, Thailand, Bangladesh, and Mongolia, and many monks came to study with us from many different countries. And most of them they had many difficult challenges. The first thing is they had to learn our language, and also then they had to learn the other teachings. And many monks, they couldn't speak our language. I remember one time group of Bangladesh monks, they came to our temple, and there was one monk, he could speak English. Other monks, they couldn't speak any our language or English. So, but first few months they studied so hard, then they learn our language. However, the Bangladesh monks, they are kind of different. What I mean, so maybe their culture or maybe their background, we didn't get along very well. So I remember most of times we had some tough time and arguments. Sometimes we try to fight with them. But there was one day what we did. So the Sri Lankan monks, Bangladesh monks, that was the two groups, okay? Then one day we decided, okay, we had to do something because they are so annoying. Then, so each temple has a different place. That place, you can see a small tree in the showroom, we call Bodhi tree. So it is very huge. Each temple has a different place for the Bodhi tree. And also, you can see the replica we call pagoda. Stupa. So inside the stupa, pagoda, it has a Buddha's relic. So usually it is huge. The biggest one in Sri Lanka, it is, I think, more than 5 times bigger than this building. So, however, that very peaceful, very calm. So in my temple, that area, usually monks, they don't go to that area very often. So behind that area, little forest. Sometimes in the weekend, we spend time in that forest. We climb the trees and play around the forest, but we are not allowed to play. But we were little monks, we did that. Sometimes we had tough time because of we are not allowed to play. However, one day we decided to do something. Then we discussed with other monks. Okay, then what we did, we asked for a little fight with the Bangladesh monks. Okay, then we went to that area. Then we were about to fight. However, something happened. Someone told senior monks. They caught us. We couldn't fight, unfortunately. Then it was a terrible day. I still remember. Then the entire day we had to do so many stuff. It is huge temple. We had to clean all the bathrooms, washing dishes, and mop the floor. And it was so hard day. The thing is, how was the punishment? We had to do as a group. We had to talk each other. No fights, no arguments. We had to smile with each other. Then end of the day we had to report. So that's how it went. So however, end of the day, we all went to the senior monks. Then we apologized and we said this never gonna happen again. So those are the funny experiences, stories that I had. Maybe your mind goes to your childhood. Maybe you had many experiences like this. So however, the funny thing is, the most Bangladesh monks, they are now all over the places. There was another monk. Now he was living in Minnesota. So he's a really, really good friend of me, and we both are same age. So now he moved to California. Then almost 2 months ago, he visited us, and he's one of the best friend of me. But when I was little, he's one of the annoying one. So it's time change. So however, those are the experiences what I experienced because of the difficult ones. So other than I never had any tough one in my life. So then I was thinking to talk about this topic because most of times who come to the temple, people are always telling us, I have so many tough time because of the people. So I'm always sharing with this idea with people, and but sometimes you want to go and talk to them. Sometimes you want to share with them sometimes. But if you really want to change someone, what you have to do? You have to work so hard. If you want to change someone, but that's the easiest way. If you can change yourself, it is so much easy. Otherwise, you have to work so hard. You have to think and do. Then finally, you get exhausted because you can change someone. So, if you have some tough one in your life, if you can change them, how they are doing, just think, I can change them. I think it is easy to change myself. Then maybe you can stay back. So it is one way you can think about difficult people if you really can't handle them. So, and also there's two stories I'm always sharing with people. Maybe some of you have heard from me. The story is sometimes we have to be really smart with the difficult people. The story is there was two teachers. The one teacher was a good monk, good teacher. Other one was a bad teacher. I would like to say good teacher and bad teacher. The good teacher has a really good reputation. People love him, how they talk, how he speak, and he has a huge audience whenever he do the speaks, and his place was full of people every time. The bad teacher, his place was almost empty. People don't like to go to him. He's kind of difficult and kind of different person. Then this bad teacher was thinking, my place is getting empty because of that good teacher. I should have to do something, otherwise I have to close this place. He was thinking. Then what he did, one day he decided to go to his place and he wanted to challenge him. Then he went to his place. Then he stood middle of the people. Then he challenged, hey teacher, I'm here to have a debate. Let's talk. Let's debate. And then that's what he did. Then the good teacher, he was very smart. He was looking at him. Then he said, "Okay, come here. We can talk." Then he proudly walked in the stage. Then after he get close to him, he said, "Okay, why don't you sit right side of me?" Then the bad teacher, he was very happy. Then he sat left side of the good teacher. Then after a little while, the good teacher told, "Why don't you sit on my right side?" Then what he did, he moved his place to right side. He was sitting on the left, now he's moved to right side. Then after a little while, the teacher said, "See, you are obeying me now. Now sit and listening to me." That was his action. He didn't do anything. He just used 2 words. He told him to move the places. Then the problem solved. Then there wasn't any arguments or debates. Sometimes we have to be very smart with some difficult people, because if you are going to have arguments, it's keep continue. No one going to stop, and because nobody want to give a win to others. So that's our nature of our mind. It's everywhere. I'm coming from different culture, different country, but still I can see the people are same. The same. The only difference, I'm always telling people colors. So my skin is a little bit dark, yours is white. That's the only difference, but everything is same. So you can think about like this. You can be smart. And also there's another story. I really like this story. There was a teacher and he invited to go to Tibet. Then he was thinking, I want to find a helper because I had to travel. Then he was thinking. Then what he did, he found a person. That person was one of the annoying and a stubborn person. then everybody, they were surprised because why he chose this stubborn and annoying person as a helper. Then, however, both went to the Tibet. They spent a little few days. Then, after that, all the people came to the teacher and asked, "Are you crazy? Why you keep asking help from this stubborn person? He's very careless, stubborn. He's not listening to you. And why you asking help? Why don't you send him back? We can help you." Then the teacher's answer was really, really smart. Then he said, "He's my teacher. Then what are you talking about?" The people ask. He's always teaching me 2 lessons: how to stay calm, focus, and also he's teaching me to think about patience. That's why I chose him. So last 5 days he was helping me a lot. Maybe you can think like that. I know many people, when we have this conversation with the people, they are always telling me, "Bhante, I think he's my teacher, he's giving me some lessons." Have you ever think like that? I think you can think like this also with some difficult people. Sometimes it is easy to share with you. Because personally, I never had any difficult ones. For me, it is easy to think, but I don't know how about you. And I remember one day I did this same talk with the self. Then there was a lady, and then she sent me an email, "Bhante, I want to talk with you." Then she's having a really, really difficult person in her life. I never listened to any stories like that. The person was. I couldn't imagine about that difficult one. She's having a really tough time. But I explained, I was talking with her, but she's still coming. I hope she will be fine. But sometimes it is people are having those difficulties with difficult people. And only thing is you can think these stories maybe you can try your best. Otherwise you can just stay away from there, because always our happiness is very, very important. And so what do you think about this message? Do you have to share with us something? You are feel free to talk if you have something.
I like what you said about change yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Because it doesn't matter ultimately, one of us is not right and the other one wrong. It's the person is who they are. And as long as you know your limits and can handle only so much of them, you know you don't lose your temper or get angry.
Yes.
That you walk away, but at the same time, they teach you patience, they teach you more about yourself.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing. Anything?
There's no limit to the people who can teach you things, and I happened to be watching The Three Stooges one day, and Larry was talking to Curly. Larry asked Curly what he had for breakfast, and Curly said, "I had a rotten egg and a cold cup of coffee." And Larry said, "Why'd you do that?" And he says, "Because I have a tapeworm inside me, and that's good enough for it." I have something inside me that I try to punish because it doesn't measure up to something, whatever that something is. And so I've been practicing loving kindness to that part of me that I really wish would jump off a cliff. That's all I have.
Yeah, thank you for sharing. Yeah, and remember the last week I was talking about that my anger issues. Maybe if you are struggling with those people, maybe you can go for a peace walk. I have done many times, so it can change. It can heal you so much. So sometimes it's funny if I have some difficult times. I watch cartoons, animation movies, like a Tom and Jerry, like a Pink Panther. So I watch it if I want to have some the change my perspective about something. So there are so many ways that you can think about, that you can change yourself. And please think about this, all the stories and message. Try to apply. And thanks so much. So I'm wondering, do we have any new people for today? Okay, no new people. Thanks so much for coming, and all the events on bulletin boards. And if you don't receive our emails, you can sign up for also emails. And see you next time.